forgot my earpods at home again. Let's get this over with. Up first, looks like we have a trumpet player. Emily?
Stop!
Oh.
You suck! What can I do to make it better?
Well, we'll tell ya! This is a trumpet. A trumpet is played using this mouthpiece. And typically a player, they purse their lips, which it looks sort of idiotic without a trumpet, but it's a lot like a fashion. And with diaphragmatic breathing, which you push from your belly, you push air through and you make your lips buzz. And the higher the note, your lips are tighter and closer together, and you push the air faster to make a higher frequency. And also you can change the valves, and that can help change a note. And the better air quality that you have increases the quality of the tone of the instrument. It is made by using a flat piece of metal in this formation. It is melted and soldered together to make the bell of the trumpet. And once the bell of the trumpet is made, holes are made here in the trumpet for the valves and the tuning slides. The purpose of the valve is to change the way that air travels through the instrument. You use the keys, which is the top part of the valve, to push down the valve and create different air chambers. And to grease up the valve, you use valve oil so the key can be pushed down very fast, and so you can play more notes in a shorter amount of time. And a tuning slide is also greased up to be able to tune the instrument. So if you're flat, you pull the slide in. If you are sharp, you pull the slide out. It lengthens the length. It lengthens the pipe, which is basically a trumpet, to make it a longer resonator versus a shorter resonator. Beautiful. Beautiful. Next! Clarinet player?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play after this. You didn't tell me I had to play that stuff.
Okay.
Not ready.
You may begin. Show called SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You are worse than Squidward tentacles.
Oh.
No! Ah!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. You made me drop my glasses.
Okay.
Well, how can I make it better?
Well, we'll tell ya!
To produce sound through a woodwind instrument, you have to tighten and strengthen your upper lips and your bottom lip as well. So when you put your lips on the reed, you have more strength, and it gives more of a passage for the air to flow quickly and strong, so that the sound created is very full and very loud. Works is air is blown through the clarinet, which vibrates a reed, which creates sound waves. And the sound waves go through the instrument and leave through the holes in the top of the instrument. Now, the pitch is controlled by the user using their fingers to cover these holes. So the sound waves are controlled by which hole they go through. For example, if you cover more of the top holes, it has a longer wavelength, which is a lower frequency, so it will produce a lower sound. However, if not very many holes are covered, the air can go through quickly and go out that hole, which creates a high frequency, which will create a high pitch.
An example of a woodwind that does not have a reed is called the flute. The flute just uses air. It also uses padded buttons instead of directly covering the holes with your fingers, and it is also made of pure metals like silver and nickel, and it is used to create a graceful, soft sound that is used to enhance the mood. It is very elegant and graceful. A saxophone is a woodwind hybrid. It looks like a brass, but it has a reed, so it is a woodwind. And it has a long neck in order to carry the air straight up and then direct it throughout the body to the opening of the instrument. It's used in a lot of jazz music.
Oh my
Thank
gosh,
God.
fabulous! Oh!
Thank the Lord, amen.
Sarah!
Are you gonna play for us?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Ah!
Oh no. No. No.
How can she make it better?
Well, we'll tell ya.
Percussion instruments are the heartbeat of the band. The snare drum, the bass drum, and the cymbals and the bells are only 4 of the infinite number of percussion instruments found around the world. Percussion instruments are said to be the first musical instruments ever invented, dating back all the way back to 6000 BC. Early African tribes used percussion instruments for communicating through signals, which may have given them advantage in conflicts or in retrieving food. Nowadays, we use percussion instruments in orchestras and bands. The job of a percussion instrument is to provide a steady rhythm that can be depended upon by the whole band, along with enhancing the overall impact of a piece of music. For example, the angelic sound of bells adds to the tone of a light, graceful song, while a large sound of a timpani drum drives it like a tribal, more powerful sound. Most percussion instruments are made with a solid material, like brass to create cymbals, or with a thin membrane that covers the top of the drum to create sound when it is struck. So it's usually attached to the cylinder, and it's on the body of the drum. A snare drum is made by pouring metal into a specially shaped mold to create a perfect cylinder shape for the body. And the plastic fiber membrane is tightened over the openings of the cylinder. So this is the membrane right here. This is the body of the drum made of metal, and these are screws that are used to hold the membrane in place. Now on the bottom of a snare drum, there are coils that are attached that are stretched along the bottom, and when the drum is struck, the coils reverberate against the bottom of the drum, which creates a very jutty, very quick tss sound. So for any other regular drum, it would just sound more timpani-like or a more rounder sound rather than a very quick, sharp sound.
Congratulations.